Well, hello everyone. It's been a while, and the reason why is, personal life has been pretty hectic, and something interesting happened. So, I'm reading the book, What Color's Your Parachute, and going through the different exercises, things I like, things that I'm good at, things that I know, things that I know I can be good at, areas of interest I have, and an idea that was like in the back of my mind as I'm going through these answers, and I just basically I never wrote it down because to me it just seemed preposterous to even think and consider it. And it was after the second person said to me, do you have a prepared speech? Are you ready to present this in front of an audience? That it took me aback a moment, and it's a couple of things that just sort of snapped together in my mind, that being a motivational speaker, a life coach, someone who stands in front of a crowd and talks and inspires and makes people think and helps people grow and develop. It's bizarre because I come from a background where you work with your hands, you work with people, you produce things. You can show a product for your labor. You can show a result, either physically or with an organization, a group of people. You can demonstrate that something has occurred. You have accomplished something. And for me, being a public speaker, being a motivational speaker, being a life coach, it's like my very core rejects that idea, that notion. But at the same time, that's me. That's who I am, a person who motivates, a person who inspires, a person who wants to see the best in other people. And if I am not seeing the best, I will encourage you to do the best. I will help you to see where your potential lies. I will question you. I will help you learn and understand things about yourself. And if I think you're doing something wrong or you're going the wrong way, I'll question you on that. I'll try to help guide your path, or at least provide wisdom. And the other weird thing is that I say I don't see myself as a life coach. I don't see myself as a motivational speaker. I basically think of Dr. Wayne Dyer. I think of other motivational speakers, life coaches, and what do they say in front of crowds? How do they present themselves? What are things that, what's their methodology? And the common thing is, this is how I screwed up in my life. Here's where things went wrong for me. And yeah, I got plenty of those stories. And then, what is core? What is important? What is the thing that you want to identify and understand? Was there a lesson here? Was there something that you didn't pick up on? And that's something else that I'm good at. With questioning, with helping people understand the bigger picture. Sadly, I come across a lot of people who, and it's not small-minded. It's just I think is small perspective. They're so wrapped up in whatever task or thing that they're focused on that you lose sight, you lose focus, you lose perspective on the bigger picture, on other things going on. And yeah, so And then the question of, well, can I speak to anybody? And my answer is yes. I can speak to kids. I can speak to college students. I can speak to people starting a job. I can speak to recovering addicts. I can speak to elderly in a retirement home. I can speak to a startup business. I can speak to an established business. I can speak to an association. Like, what sort of topics? Any topic. If I need to, I can research it and come up with, something presentable, to an audience. And if someone approaches me and says, I want to inspire this, I want to have this sort of effect, I want my people to change this, I can do that. And part of how I know to do that is scientific lessons. Look at research. How do you get people to motivate or change or do things in different environments, and apply those principles to whatever place I go to. Now, I'm not going to jump 2 feet into this. I'm just exploring right now, and if anything, this would be a side gig. This is something that I used to earn money on the side, and so as a result, I will create a Facebook page and whatever else I need to establish myself as a public speaker. Who, pay me and I will come speak. Which is, it's strange. It doesn't. I just. It seems out of character for me, out of place for me. And at the same time, it seems like the perfect fit for me. So, it's quite a conundrum. And, and then on top of that, people I know personally have been getting to the life coach, motivational speaker route. And it's like, if those guys can do it, I can do it. If I can see myself doing what those people are doing, and I can see myself doing it better, then I can do it. So it's quite an interesting thing to be confronting at this stage of my life, but